Hello, you are watching the latest edition of DBE TV News. We come to you every Friday on the DBE TV channel 122 on OpenView at 12 p.m. and on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel. Welcome. I am Tsehohajo Moagi. In our top stories this week, the Basic Education Department celebrates outstanding teachers in the country. Tragedy as another Gauteng learner allegedly commits suicide. Minister Angie Motshekga speaks on the importance of hand washing. A school in the Eastern Cape receives a new state-of-the-art digital laboratory. The Basic Education Department has celebrated and acknowledged teachers during the 22nd National Teaching Awards held in Pretoria. The awards recognize teachers who do exceptional work, often under challenging circumstances, and remain committed to their roles in molding the citizens of the future. The 22nd edition of the awards has been benchmarked against worldwide teacher award strategies, such as the African Union Teacher Prize, the Commonwealth Education Awards, and the Global Teacher Prize. Minister in the Presidency, Mondli Gungubela, attended the event and thanked all teachers for the work they do in society.
Thus, as a nation, we owe our teachers working under challenging circumstances, not of their choosing, eternal gratitude. Your dedication to the cause of teaching the nation's young was in full display at the height of COVID-19 and recent floods in KwaZulu-Natal and Eastern Cape. You are the nation's greatest asset, the flag carrier, so to speak, in the knowledge and basic education sector. Our teachers' valor, diligence, and professionalism are legendary, to say the least. Clearly, without this caliber of selfless teachers who always walk that proverbial extra mile, our beautiful country would not have a basic education system on the rise as it continues year by year.
Gungubelo went on to speak about the importance of coding and robotics and the work done by teachers in this regard.
Coding and robotics seeks to rewrite the teaching and learning script in the education landscape. The new skills will reposition learners well for the world of work after mastering the much-needed digital skills. Our teachers readily and eagerly embrace continuing professional development opportunities at the foundation phase level, including releasing reading pedagogies. As we know, reading for meaning, reading with comprehension are the apex priorities of the country. Reading remains a foundation skill needed by all learners across the curricula. If reading for meaning lays a solid foundation for future progression across various levels of the education system, reading for meaning, lays a solid foundation for future progression across various levels of education. Our teachers acquainted themselves well during the height of COVID-19 when ICTs became the most viable teaching mode. Through our collaboration with various organizations, we witnessed the immense professional growth of our teachers who mastered new digital skills. The use of ITC has immense potential for equipping our teachers with high-level skills that enable them to transcend the limiting spaces that come with contact teaching. It is equally pleasing to know that the support we have provided to teachers in setting up professional learning communities is beginning to yield positive results.
Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga thanked the teachers for their continued passion for the profession, adding that teachers are the most important people in the sector.
The truth is that our teachers are indispensable in our basic education system. The last 32 months have tested the resilience of our teachers as we battled with COVID-19, and as I say, also had to confront the devastation that came with the floods, and our teachers were the ones that we counted on just to keep fires burning, but to help keep everybody calm. Your contribution as teachers to the national cause to educate our people cannot go unnoticed. Daily, we know that you empty yourself for the national cause in challenging public schooling system. Lots of things happen to teachers, but on an ongoing basis, they will come the next day.
The minister added that it is pivotal to celebrate teachers who have been in the front line at all times.
We have to make sure that we future-proof our basic education from uncertain future likely to be tested by the various or future global pandemics. It is true that the 2022 Teachers' Day theme attests that teachers are at the heart of the education system. It says we must love them, invest in them, and appreciate them. As always, teachers hold the light and key to our future as a fledgling democracy. So today is a special occasion to celebrate the teaching profession, take stock of our progress as a country in honoring these gallant agents of change. All teachers, including those that are not here, we want to say to them, indeed, our teachers are our national treasure. They are our frontline workers that endeavor to ignite reading revolution and break cycles of poverty, of ideas, while growing an inclusive economy.
Gauteng Education MEC Matume Chilwane has sent his condolences to the family of a grade 7 boy learner who allegedly committed suicide. The incident occurred after counseling sessions with the learner at school, emanating from concerns over his well-being before the school holidays in September. 12-year-old Senzon Tlapo has been described as a happy child who was doing well at school. He was also involved in public speaking and other extramural activities. The Gauteng Education Department's Psychosocial Unit partnered with an NGO to help the other learners with this incident. Chilwane says the school did all it could to assist the learner after he allegedly spoke about his feelings.
This is a loss to education as a sector. It's a loss to the future. It's a loss to the country. And the first thing that we did was to send our deepest heartfelt condolences and support. I'm with the principal of the school on my left, obviously the acting HOD and the district director. They took us through as to what happened. And I must say that the school did its level best to assist the child. Mental health is a big issue in our society. As you know, the world is currently dealing with Mental Health Month, according to the UN calendar. This event, tragedy, could not have happened at the worst period. The child was, if my facts are correct, principal did even indicate that he had this particular thought for a while.
We are in KwaZulu-Natal when we return, where the department together with Unilever celebrated Global Hand Washing Day.
Presidential Youth Employment Initiative. Siyakukhahlela mhlekazi. Vuma sikutyibele ngamagama akufaneleyo. Vuma sithi ungugxothi indlala. Umzila wakho ubonakele kwiminyaka nje emithathu zelwe. Zothuka ezinye inkqubo zengqesho ebezikho zazibuza uba ngumafikizolo otheni nalo usuke waba ngundaba mlonyeni. Zothuka ii-akhawunti zeebhanka zolutsha xa kungena ityhosha rhoqo emva kweminyaka yendlala nokuvaleleka kwamathuba engqesho. Bothuka abazali namaxhegokazi bephiwa imali esongwayo ngabazukulwana. Bangena ooplastiki bevenkile bephuphuma ngooninoni abathengwe ngetyhosha etsitse kuloo mibele yakho ibhonxileyo. Batsho baziqonda abazali ukuba inene ukuzala kuzolula. Sizotshintsha ngoku sikhumshe kuba kufuneka siviwe kakuhle zizo zonke iintlanga xa sibhentsisa ngenguqu oze nayo ngexeshana kweli phondo nakwizwe lonke.
Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga says hand washing is important as it promotes good hygiene and learners can perform better in school when they are healthy. She was speaking during the commemoration of Global Hand Washing Day in partnership with Unilever with the theme Unite for Universal Hand Hygiene. The day is dedicated to increasing awareness and understanding about the importance of hand washing with soap as an effective and affordable way to prevent the spread of diseases and promote positive well-being.
As a Department of Basic Education, we do certainly believe that the health of our children is intrinsically linked to improved learner outcomes. So it's not a luxury for us. Because as we mark this International Washing Day, it is worth reminding South Africans that long-lasting behavioral change is only achieved through basic education. And as the doctor correctly said, even when I hold on the rails, when I'm with my rails, now I really do feel that. So it's those little things that they've learned at school, and sometimes I want to say, I can't. No, don't touch the rails, don't do the following. And exactly that's what we want our children to do, to remind us, because they have no, they just say it as is. So it really is important. So it is in this context that we have an overarching framework as a department known as Care and Support for Teaching and Learning, which is the branch led by Dr. Granville and his team here. And the aim of the branch is to address barriers to teaching and learning. And health is one of the major things. So this framework that we have has two flagship programs, the National School Nutrition Program and the Integrated School Health Program. And we have adopted different strategies, which are recommendations which came from the World Health Organization. And these include health education, deworming, and the provision of sanitation, safe water, and maintenance has to be provided in schools.
She added that various programs which promote cleanliness have been implemented by the department.
We have been implementing this National School Hygiene Program since 2017, and we are proud to share that through this program, we have provided hygiene and sanitation education, reaching 5 million grade 1 learners in 15 primary schools. So through the partnership with Unilever, particularly Lifebuoy brand, over the years, Lifebuoy has graciously built and supplied permanent hand washing stations in many schools in the country. These hand washing stations are similar to the one that I'm told we're going to unveil today, because they're designed to make regular hand washing easier for learners and the staff. In addition, Lifebuoy is also providing soaps in the communities around the school.
The department says the partnerships with private companies has been beneficial for all in the schooling communities. Meanwhile, Unilever says they hope to have more partnerships with the Basic Education Department.
That we as Unilever would like to extend our partnership with the Department of Basic Education beyond this year, because we want to see this success to continue. So we spoke about H for hand washing, and I spoke to my kids this morning about removing it from the alphabet in schools. But I guess today, really, this year's Global Hand Washing is exciting in that we really want to partner with a new approach. We've worked with public health workers to find the best way to drive behavior change, with getting more people to wash their hands. And the idea we've come up with is hand washing CEOs, or Chief Education Officers, as you've heard today. These chief education officers in hand washing will lead the way in showing their fellow learners how to do hand washing properly. They'll have great fun too, and we welcomed a group of these CEOs to our head office on Monday to learn more about this topic and to see what they could do to be able to take more information to their friends. I must say I got to meet them. I was very, very impressed. It was a Monday morning. They were there before me. They were dressed smartly and they were ready for work. So I really look excited to see what they're going to do going forward.
Eastern Cape MEC Fundile Gade says all infrastructure at schools must be protected by the learners and the communities too. He was speaking during the handing over of a digital laboratory by SSC at Gobi Zizwe Agriculture High School in the province. The school also received 25 laptops from the mobile company, Wi-Fi connectivity and a whiteboard.
That one of the key strategic tasks of the sector is always to meet the international standards. That's the unfortunate part of education. Your targets must always be international, because some of the kids that you have here might landed up in Cuba, might landed up in other various nations. So you must always open up the horizon for them, create an environment of learning that has got an international character, so to speak. So today we are handing over the infrastructure as assisted by the CELC and assisted by the Minister Mjuni. And we intend to ensure that we are going to secure this infrastructure, because we are swimming against the tide as a nation, whilst developing the country on the other side. We have got a strategic enemy, which is poverty and unemployment, which can jeopardize the initiative that have already been taken. So that's why I was then saying to the HOD, look, we have got 120 schools that are going to be fenced in a space of 2 weeks to come. This school that project must start here, so that the investment done by the private partnerships must be secured.
Water and Sanitation Minister Senzo Mchunu, in his capacity as government-assigned development champion for the OR Tambo district, had this to say.
This ITC lab, which is going to contribute in a big way to ensure that the children who go through the grades here have an opportunity to see things they wouldn't have seen, to do research, to open up their horizons for learning, so that by the time they leave the school, they are qualitatively very, very, very educated, and they are empowered and are equal to other children from other continents and from other parts of the country, despite the fact that they are in a rural area.
Stay tuned. After the break, we are in Mpumalanga and Limpopo as matric learners are encouraged heading into their exams.
To the Second Chance Matrics class of 2021, you are not alone. We are with you. We have prepared a revision program that is there to assist you fill in any gaps that you might be having, clarify any concepts that you might be confused on. Make sure that you do catch it on DBE TV channel 122. Check out our social media platforms for more information and some links to great resources that are there to also assist you. All the best.
Deputy Minister Dr. Regina Mahaule has urged learners not to be distracted by things such as social media as they prepare to write their final exams at the end of the month. Mahaule visited Mshadza Secondary School in Hazy View in Mpumalanga. With less than a week to go, the Deputy Minister encouraged learners to focus on their books to ensure they do well in their exams.
Cell phone isebenzise to Google on the things that you don't understand. Angisi niyathi sikongela ukufunza kukhona lapha ku cell phone eh? Yeah, use it for that. Ungayisebenzisa ukuchatha the whole night when uyachatha uvela uva ngathi uspecial uyachatha. Lo muntu lo chatha naye uyakuyenga. Uyakuyenga. Ungayisebenzisa ukuchatha isebenzise to Google and get more information. And phone your teacher or a friend asking for more information on the topic that you are reading, you are studying at that time. If phone just singasasi nethi yaringa nje ne number longayathi usugijima iphendula. Mangithi ngiyayibuka inamba ngiyathi ngiyayekela. Angiyathi. Phendula ifoni yasekhaya, ya mama ya papa nebantwana bakithi kuseye mhlambe kunenkinga kuphela. Otherwise asiwabekelene eceleni ma phone. Otherwise i-television asibekelene eceleni. Ningababoni bagqoka uniform lapha ku-television badzala. Bafishanyana ngithi. nami ngagqoka idangara nyalo ngingabona ngathi ngimncane hayi ufake kahle makheza into sehashem awunabo 30 years vele ngobona ngathi ngina 30 years bazali benda imali. So when you spend most of your time watching television like this, uboba nejealous because umuntu is making money. And at the moment ngivula le channel, the more babadala more money ngobona uvula le channel. I'm not saying don't watch television, but not now. Now we are focusing on our examination. We are focusing on our studies. So television so ibona after.
Following the Deputy Minister's address, a learner at the school also had this to say.
It is within our own capacity and ability ukuthi isikolo sethu sisibeke on the map. Siyavana bafundi. It is kusemandleni wethu uma kusebenda we-1 kulesikhathi lesesikuso it won't work for us. We are as a team we are Mshata learners the matriculant class of 2022. Gugithi ukuthi lesikolo sethu siyosibeka on the map. We are not going to allow anyone to fail. By not allowing anyone to fail, it means that I will identify you at a particular place, and then I will try. If I know I will try to appraise you in that particular place. So in donjeles elengayisho ukuthi asebenzisaneni uma ngabe wena uyati maths mina ngayati ngicela ukuthi ungiside uma ngabe uyati accounting. Hallelujah. Yes. So good kids njengoba we are going to camp preparations. What I ask everyone was let us be a team, let us sebendisaneni. Glory to Jesus.
Amen. Meanwhile, in Limpopo, the Education MEC Mabunga Lirule Ramakanya has encouraged the matric class of 2022 in the Sekhukhune East and South Education districts. The MEC addressed more than 1,600 matric learners from different high schools. The last push event was meant to motivate the lowest performing districts to raise the bar and assist the province to improve the final results.
The class of 2022 is one of those that we say to you, you are a special class because for the past 2 years you did not have an opportunity to sit in class full time the way you had this year. We are saying to you, you become our special focus, especially my learners from the secondaries that are here, and also my learners that have joined us virtually to say, you are my special ones because for the past 2 years, you were staggering in terms of learning, you were staggering in terms of attending, you were also staggering in terms of having enough and to just enjoy the support of teaching by your educators and also by all stakeholders because of COVID. But we have seen the grace of God, we have seen the grace on all of us that should be able to be sufficient for all of us to do the scientific miracle that we should do. And I always say, class of 2022, your scientific miracle is that, 1, you should have studied the whole year. 2, we want to say to you, you have been attending the camps. 3, some of you, I saw you at Tikumbeni when I was doing the stakeholders, you were there. 4, your educators and your principals and the circuit managers and your district directors have been giving you support. But most importantly, you have accepted and given that time to yourself to be able to study so that then today, as we sit here, we can confirm we are indeed ready for the exam hall.
She went on to tell the matric learners that the department wishes them all the best in their exams.
So we are here today just to say to you, as the department, on behalf of the SGBs, on behalf of all the stakeholders in education, we are behind you as you start your journey to your final destination. We are with you. They've given you support. They've taught you what they can do, but you are the one that now has to walk this journey.
Staying with the matric class of 2022, the KwaZulu-Natal Education MEC Mbali Fraser has also motivated the grade 12 learners at Filifa High School. She has urged them to focus on the exams and what they will be doing when they complete their basic education career. Some of the learners get up as early as 5 a.m. to catch a 6 a.m. bus. Fraser also reminded learners to communicate with their teachers and ask questions if there's something they don't understand.
I'm here to tell you that your future is bright. After this, you'll go to institutions of higher learning and you pursue your career in different ways. But for now, let us make sure that we concentrate on examination, because this is an examination period. Examination is a period. Guess what? And the period comes in. So yours is to focus. Yours is to, if you can just tell yourself that I'm here now, I'm about to write my last exams in the schooling system. Let me give it all to Shomkuni Consensus of the Rangapasa Board. Rangapasa Board. I encourage you to have those groups. I encourage you to share knowledge amongst yourselves. But on top of that, you have your educators who are always willing to assist. Your teachers are always ready and willing to assist. So nilani bona, yes wakani, nibe nje seduze nabo. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, and I know that you are going to make it.
That's how we end this bulletin this week on Channel 122 on OpenView and on YouTube. Before we go, we'd like to say congratulations to all the winners from this year's National Teaching Awards. And once again, we thank all teachers for their hard work and perseverance. Thank you for watching.